Two teams battling for position in the Selvel Goa Professional League table. Welcome back to the Duler Stadium for match number 58 between Calangute Association and Panjim Footballers. On to Calangute Association, who are coming off a very entertaining draw against Sporting Club de Goa, with Siddharth Kundaikar scoring with the last kick of the game in what was a sensational encounter, and what looked like denting hopes for Sporting Club de Goa has turned out that was a very important point against a very good side, Calangute Association, who will be looking to log in full 3 points and finish in the top 4. The title hopes dented, but the first 11 for Calangute Association: Valentine Azuego, the coach, selects Paramveer Singh, Krishnanath Shirodkar, Siddharth Kundaikar, Dominic Fernandez, Siddhant Shirodkar, Kwame Jr., Rohan Kamle, Chaitan Dabholkar, Jijat Terang, Nixon Castagna, and captained by Melvin Lobo. On to the Panjim Footballers side. They've been in very interesting side because they completely opened up the title race with a victory against Selgakar Football Club, and then they lost 5-0 against Sporting Club de Goa. But here they are. The news is that they have their full team back almost. This is supposed to be a very entertaining encounter. Both teams very young and plays attacking football. Only time will tell who comes out victorious today. Both teams have nothing to lose today, and Thomas Alvarez has put out a strong 11 out there with Janio Fernandez, Xavier Rebello coming in place of Prussell, who's out with suspension, Liston Cardozo, Akash Sanadi, Krishna Vasudev Gawas, Pandurang Gons, Lloyd Cardozo coming back into the team, Cyril Dias, Valmiki Miranda, Akram Yadvad, and Preston Rego, the goalkeeper, also comes back into the team. On to the points table, and 5th place Calangute Association are playing their penultimate game, and they can maximum get 20 points, and that's what they will look to do, with 4th position beckoning them just below FC Goa. Panjim Footballers, on the other hand, also playing their penultimate game. They will be looking to get higher on that table, as the referees lead both the teams out. This should be an interesting game, as both teams have nothing to lose today. They will be hoping to put on a show for the spectators watching online. And on to that man, Kwame Jr. and Siddhant Shirodkar, who's formed a formidable partnership up front for Calangute Association, as we see the captains out in the middle for the toss, and it looks like Calangute have won the toss and decided to play from left to right of your screen. The referees for today: Prasad Surlakar, Mariano Rubello, Akash Telgo, and 4th official Sunil Nanodkar. The referees will head to do their customary checks of the goal, while Panjim Footballers and Calangute Association into their final huddles, as Thomas Alvarez will be looking to turn things around for his boys after a marauding 5-0 victory for Sporting Club de Goa against Panjim Footballers, which not only led the Flaming Orange to the top of the table but has boosted their goal difference by a considerable amount. And that's Valentine Azuego that was on your screen, who will be happy with how things have shaped up for Calangute Association this campaign. But just when they were looking like title contenders and they can really have a go at that title, they've kind of went down in form, playing against two of the heavyweights, Churchill Brothers and Sporting Club de Goa, losing against Churchill Brothers and getting that last minute equalizer against Sporting Club de Goa. If they managed to get over the finishing line in those two encounters, they would have been right there at the top, challenging for the title. But Calangute Association can build on this momentum even next season. They've built up a very, very strong side, and they will be looking to build on this performance this year, and it could be a huge confidence booster if they can hold on to this team. That man Paramveer has been very good on goal since the time he's come on, and has given confidence to the likes of Melvin Lobo and Krishnanath Shirodkar. It's been very good one-on-one, and Kwame Jr. and Siddhant Shirodkar have also formed a formidable partnership up front. Goals have never been a problem for Calangute Association. It's the defense which has been leaking at times, and the same goes for Panjim Footballers, who have a lot of talent on display. With Akash Sannadi, Valmiki Miranda, Lloyd Cardozo, they have an abundance of talent as Prasad Surlakar gets us on the way. This is Akash straight away finding his mark with a pinpoint ball across for Cyril Dice, who puts it forward for Lloyd Cardozo, and an early corner just in the 15-second mark, the first corner for Panjim Footballers. Pendurangons on his left foot to curl this corner in, and the ball comes in, and that was not very far away, but couldn't get the header on target. We'll see this again as a beautifully floated in ball, and Krishna Vasudev Gavas is the man who headed that, but didn't quite get it. Akash to Valmiki. This is Cyril Dice. This is an encouraging start. We know that both teams like to play attacking football, but we saw yesterday in the game between Selgakar and Garden Angel where both teams needing a victory, going all out at each other and giving us one hell of an encounter. We can expect no less today, or at least we'll be hoping that, as Calangute and Panjim battle for position in the table in today's encounter. This is Nixon Castagna. Penduring puts it out. Both teams have nothing really to gain or lose except getting higher on the table, but this will be a chance for these players to increase their market value for next season with some good performances. Siddhant Shirodkar quite rightly given offside in that situation. This is Dominic Fernandez now. Dominic's ball forward, headed on by Cyril Dice. This is Akash. Back to Cyril. This is Janio Fernandez. Melvin Lobo. Krishna strips Melvin Lobo off the ball, and he's gone on the run. It's not a bad ball forward, but Lloyd Cardozo made a very parallel run instead of a diagonal one, and he couldn't get to that ball. And this is Rohan Kamble. Back to Melvin. This is that very impressive Liston Cardozo coming back into the team today. This is Janio Fernandez now. Plays it back to Preston Rego. He's been in tremendous form as well. Preston Rego, the goalkeeper for Panjim Footballers. This is Krishna. Valmiki with the poor ball forward, but Cyril has the pace to trouble Jitjar Terang, playing in the left back position today, the versatile footballer. Nixon to Rohan Kamble. This is Xavier Rebello stripping the ball off. Valmiki spreads it out to Liston. This is Liston Cardozo. Siddharth Kundaikar, that's the first time we've seen him today. Boy, has he been a dangerous player for Calangute Association. He scored that last second free kick, if not anything else, against Sporting Club de Goa, which sparked celebrations all around this Duler Stadium for Calangute Association. It was almost like a victory for Calangute Association, scoring that last minute equalizer. And this is Liston's throw-in. This is Valmiki. Akash Sanadi lays it back to Valmiki. This is Liston. Another throw-in for Panjim Footballers. It's been more of a scramble in the middle in the opening 5 minutes, and we expect that with two very talented midfield, with Akash Sanadi and Valmiki Miranda up against Rohan Kamble and Dominic Fernandez. This is Preston Rego. Liston. Liston's ball forward. Lloyd gets there ahead of Jitjar and lays it off for Cyril. This is Lloyd again. Tries to slot it past Krishnanath, but unable to do so. This is Dominic Fernandez. Jitjar again stripped off the ball. This has been a scramble in the midfield region. Both teams refusing to give each other an inch, and it's an offside in that situation. Lloyd Cardozo being flagged offside, as you can see, just straying offside, making that run a little earlier. This is where you really have to get some space, get some width into the game. If you do not get space in that midfield region, especially with very similar styles of playing with Calangute and Panjim Footballers, they draw the defenders to the middle and spread it out wide, but we haven't really seen that change of wings yet from either team. And I'm predicting that this game will open up as the time passes on, and this is where Calangute Association are very threatening on the set pieces with Kwame Jr. This is Kundaikar. Kundaikar's ball comes forward. Preston Rego collects it confidently. It is slightly long from Kundaikar, but we know the quality that he possesses on these set pieces. Nixon's ball has been put out for a throw-in. This is Xavier Rebello. Pendirangons puts it forward. This is Akash Sanadi. Plays it back to Janio. This is Siddharth. Siddharth Shirodkar has opened the scoring off a mistake of Janio Fernandez. And a striker which feeds off mistakes. We'll see this again. Akash puts a very dangerous ball back actually for Janio, who could have done better, but he misses out. And Siddharth Shirodkar, what a finish that is! On his left foot, he volleys it past Preston Rego. What a goal that is! That is a stunning finish. Preston Rego has no chance. But look at this again from Janio Fernandez. You expect better from him. But Siddharth, you've got to give credit to him, because he leaves Janio with no chance of a comeback in that situation. He leaves Preston Rego for dead with that left-footed volley. The under-20 sensation has been mightily impressive in this year's league. That's his 6th goal of the season. And this game is set now. It is really opened up now, probably with Panjim Footballers. They'll be looking to get back at this Calangute Association team. Janio Fernandez will be absolutely appalled at what he's done in that situation, giving the likes of Siddharth Shirodkar, who just waits for moments like that to pounce on, and boy did he pounce on that. 10 minutes played on the clock. It is Calangute Association 1, Panjim Footballers 0. Paramveer to take this goal kick. He goes long. The obvious target of Kwame Jr. This is Nixon Castagna. We haven't seen much from him. However, this is a great ball forward. The flag has stayed down. This is Kwame Jr. And this should be 2-0. Siddharth Shirodkar with a quick fire brace within 11 minutes of this match. And suddenly, Calangute Association once again, so impressive. Panjim was quite unlucky in that situation, but you've got to give credit to Kwame Jr. Liston trying to intercept that cross. Instead, he hits it on to Preston Rego. It deflects onto Siddharth Shirodkar's path. And just like that, 12 minutes on the clock. It is Calangute Association 2, Panjim Footballers 0. Siddharth Shirodkar is rising up on the goal scoring charts. That is his 7th goal of the season. He's only behind Steflon. It's unbelievable from the under-20 player. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's got sensational forward skills. Just being at the right place at the right time. Scoring those goals for Calangute Association. What a find he is. If there was someone as an emerging player in the tournament, it could have been Siddharth Shirodkar. He's really come of age in this tournament. This is Akash Sanadi. And the shot coming in from Valmiki Miranda. Not a great one, a feeble effort in the end. Not very happy with that effort. And Panjim Footballers, after a drubbing against Sporting Club de Goa, looks like this is another drubbing on the cards against Calangute Association. What's gone wrong after that victory against Selvel Football Club? You normally expect a team to step it up after a victory like that against Selvel Football Club, but here they are. They've conceded 7 goals without any reply, and we've still got about 75 minutes to play in this game. Quite strange, this game of football, isn't it? What a turnaround. But they will be on the safer side, Panjim Footballers. They do not have much threat of relegation. This is Shirodkar again. Rohan Kamble gives it away. This is Krishna Vasudev Gawas. Tries to thread it through for Lloyd Cardozo. Krishnath does well. This is Pendurangons. Akash Sanadi tries to switch play to Cyril Dias. And this is Nixon Castagna on the left hand side looking for Kwame Jr. I've seen change in wings in attacking situations, but right now I've seen a strange change in the right back and left back positions, with Nixon Castagna having shifted to the left back position and Jijar Terang shifting to the right back position. I've got to say that's the first time I've seen something like that. And you can see Preston Rego, not a happy man at all with his defense right now, because they've completely been opened up by this Calangute Association team. If the first goal was a result of Janio Fernandez's mistake, this right in the second goal with Kwame Jr. was all quality, with Nixon Castagna providing the ball for Kwame Jr., releasing them down the right hand side, and Kwame putting in a very, very good cross, which allowed Siddhant Shirodkar to score his second goal of the match, and yet again he's on a hat-trick. He scored one hat-trick before. Can he get a second one? We've seen fantastic individual performances, and none better than what we saw yesterday from Beniston Barreto against Selvel Football Club. But Panjim Footballers, however, they will be looking to come back into this match, Panjim, because they are a youthful side, and in a game of football nothing can be impossible, even with the likes. But this could be game, set and match. This is Siddhant Shirodkar on the hat-trick, but he just shortened his angle right there. Now you see the smile on his face. He was through on goal yet again. He's really troubling this Panjim Footballers defense with his pace, as Kwame Jr. puts it forward again, and he's completely outpaced Janio Fernandez. Just took it away from goal. Probably should have cut across Janio Fernandez, and that could have given him a better angle to slot it past Preston Rego. But what an opportunity that could have been for a hat-trick. That could have been one of the fastest hat-tricks that you'll ever see. However, if Panjim Footballers can pull one back right here. Ball comes in, Paramveer with the palm. And it's gone out for another corner. Sometimes a 2-0 lead for any team can be a little tricky. And just a goal back for Panjim Footballers can be all trouble again for Calangute Association. We saw a 2-2 game in the last Calangute match against Sporting Club de Goa. This time Panjim Footballers will have to turn it around against Calangute Association. But they look a confident lot, Calangute Association. They've been quite impressive in the way they've gone about things, and as the league has progressed, they've become better and better. This is Melvin Lobo's ball forward. Liston with the header. Nixon playing down the left hand side. This is Shirodkar. Plays it back. Dominic switches the play to G. Jartirang. This is what I was talking about when the game was getting into a scramble in the middle, but Calangute Association have caught on to it well, and we can see them providing width to their midfielders to switch it around, and they look quite in control at the moment, the experienced lot of Calangute Association. If they can hold on to this team for next season, I think they could be a real threat for all the big teams out there. And Liston Cardozo handles the ball in that situation. He's lucky to get away without getting a yellow card. This is Nixon Castagna. Nixon to take this free kick, puts it up. Kwame chests it down for Dominic, and Siddhant Shirodkar has been bundled onto the ground by Janio Fernandez, but no free kick given by the referee. And Akram Yadwad just running on to the on-rushing Rohan Kamble and gets the foul there. Rohan Kamble. This is Krishnanath. G. Jartirang. G. Jar's ball in is beautifully floated. Just a foul on Liston Cardozo. Isn't he enjoying playing with Kwame Jr., who's drawing all the attention from the defenders, and Siddhant Shirodkar just feeding off in that space that Kwame Jr. is creating for him. As the long ball comes through, this is Xavier Rebello, chests it to Panduran Gons. This is Akram Yadwad. Does well, puts Kwame Jr. to the ground, and then he plays a bad ball back to Janio Fernandez. Janio does well to keep it in. This is Preston Rego. Akash Sanadi. Akash to Akram with a poor touch. This is Kwame Jr. Siddhant Kundaiker wins that ball. This is Rohan Kamble. Just looking for that through ball, but having the patience to hold it up. And this is Chaitan Dabolkar. Does well to get past on that against Liston Cardozo. He's not had the best of games in the opening 22 minutes. Liston Cardozo, as he again puts in that final tackle, and Chaitan Dabolkar does ever so well to get past that challenge. Wins the free kick in a dangerous area. And Nixon Castagna will be looking to call this into a dangerous area. Nixon Castagna. The ball comes in, is a good one, but a sharp save from Preston Rego. This is Panduran Gons. Puts it up for Lloyd Cardozo to chase. This is Lloyd Cardozo. Valmiki Miranda. Janio Fernandez. Janio's ball forward is easily headed back by Melvin Lobo to Paramveer. Rohan Kamble does well. This is G. Jarteran. Plays it back to Krishnanath. Plays it back to Paramveer. Taking his time, Paramveer, in no hurry whatsoever. But he gives the ball away, trying to play elegant football with his captain. This is Dominic Fernandez. Looks to find Kwame Jr., but slightly overcooked ball, and this is Akash Sanadi with some space to work with. Akash with the ball forward. This is Xavier Rebello. Wins the throw in. Xavier's throw to Lloyd Cardozo. This is Lloyd. Plays it back to Akash. Can't quite find his forward line, and the ball has been cleared on. This is Liston. Cyril Dice coming back from an offside position. This is Nixon Castagna. You can see from an offside position. This is Shirodkar again. Beautiful ball forward. Can Kundaikar keep it in? He does well to keep it in. Siddharth Kundaikar tries to place it in, but Pandurangons intercepts the ball. This is Xavier Rebello. Dominic Fernandez gets possession back for Calangute. This is G-Jar. Dominic Fernandez. Melvin Lobo. It's been a very confident performance so far from Calangute Association. They've gone about very professionally in how they've approached this game. If they were a little bit more consistent in their approach in the earlier matches in the beginning of the tournament, they could have been right in the mix of the title. And boy, they have some quality. This is Akash Sanadi. It's a very well-oiled Calangute Association team. And you can see Valentine Azuego has worked really hard with these boys, and the results are showing on the field at the moment, especially when you have the talent like Siddhant Shirodkar. This is Kwame Jr. What a block that is! That is a heroic block. We'll see this again, but look at this again from Siddhant Shirodkar. Puts in the cross, inch perfect, and Janio Fernandez with a heroic block there. It could have been 3-0 right there. Kwame Jr. just holding off Liston Cardozo, but what a block that is from Janio Fernandez. Visibly upset there, Siddhant Kundaikar, because he wanted Kwame to lay it off to him, but he had full right to go for that shot. Kwame Jr. clumsily puts it out there. Nixon Castagna gives away the throw. I see the coach Valentine Azuego. He'll be a happy man today. He'll be really happy with this, what he's seen so far. And Calangute look like they can score more, and especially with the likes of Siddhant Shirodkar absolutely outpacing the likes of Janio Fernandez right now. We could be in for another individual brilliant performance from Siddhant Shirodkar, who's already got 2 goals, and he could take the lead in the goal scoring charts if he gets one more. This is Preston Rego's ball forward. Akram plays it back to Preston. This is Akash Sanadi. Panjim Gons. Akram's ball forward. Lloyd Cardozo chasing it, and Krishna does well. Cleared by Akram Yadvad. It's a throw-in for Calangute Association. Jija to take this throw-in. Obvious target of Kwame Jr. and Akram gives away the foul. A very soft foul. And this is another chance for Dominic and Siddharth Kundaiker to put a great ball in, as we see some supporters in the stands enjoying this game that is so close to their heart. Goa is a state which lives and bleeds football. The ball comes in from Kundaiker, is a dangerous one. Krishnanath and Kwame Jr. were chasing that with eagle eyes, as this bounces dangerously in front of Preston Rego, and he palms it out for a corner kick. This is Dominic Fernandez now taking this corner. Dominic's ball in is a dangerous one yet again, and will go out for another corner kick. And some respite for these Panjim footballers, as the referee ushers the players back towards the dugout for the first cooling break of this match at the 30-minute mark, with Calangute Association absolutely bossing this game against Panjim footballers, taking a 2-goal lead within the first 10 minutes of this game, with Siddharth Shirodkar turning it on against Panjim footballers. It's a job which can be merciless at times for coaches, and right now Thomas Alvarez must be looking at some solutions that he can provide his players, because they look quite hapless against a very, very daunting Calangute Association team. On to the goals, and this was the first one. The mistake from Janio Fernandez allowed Siddharth Shirodkar to slam it home on his left foot. He's never giving up and always looking for that mistake, and here was another one which he pounced on, and he's got the brace from Kwame Jr. with the assist there, with some help from Liston Cardozo and Preston Rego. But Shirodkar is on a roll, and so is Calangute Association. I will resume proceedings after the cooling break, with Kundaiker to take this corner kick. Kundaiker's ball comes in, is not a bad one yet again. Preston collects it. Look to release it quickly. This is Akram. Puts it forward, is not a great ball yet again. This is Nixon Castagna to start proceedings with the throw-in. Nixon's throw. Valmiki does well over there against Dominic. This is Pandurang Gons. No real width on the left hand side, with Pandurang stepping into the central position. Valmiki shot on his right foot. Had some power behind that, but won't really trouble Paramveer as it goes straight into his hands. And this is Paramveer Singh. Plays it long, headed on by Kwame Jr. Look at that connection between Shirodkar and Kwame Jr. This is Kundaikar. Judge just losing out there, but gets the throw in. This is Krishnanath. Paramveer Singh. Paramveer's ball forward is not a great one. Cyril gets it. This is Akash Sanadi. Valmiki Miranda. Valmiki's ball forward to Akram Yadvad, who's stepping up and loses out the ball. This is Kwame Jr. with some space to work with. Liston making up some yards up front. This is Chaitan back to Kwame Jr. Kwame's ball in is not the greatest one, and this is Penduran Gons. Puts the ball forward. This is Krishna Vasudev, but very well done by Jijat Terang. This is Castania now. Cuts in. This is Chaitan Dabolkar. This is good football from Calangute Association. The ball comes in. Looking for Shirodkar, but Preston Rego gets it. He's a frustrated man right now, Preston Rego, because his team is not really supporting him, because this Calangute Association team is running rounds around this Panjim Footballers side. This is Lloyd Cardozo. Does well to turn away from his marker. Valmiki puts it forward, but Paramveer will get to that earlier than Cyril dies. Just teasing Cyril there. Paramveer picks it up and will hook it forward. This is Chaitan Dabolkar heading it back to Nixon. This is Kwame Jr. held off by Janio. Now Liston gets the foul from Kwame. It's been an interesting game, but as time has passed by, Calangute Association have gained confidence and have bossed this game around. This is a beautiful take from Lloyd Cardozo. This is Krishna. Akash just sandwiched by the Calangute Association defenders. This is Akram Yadvad coming back after an injury, and you can see that he's not really fully match fit, and he's struggling with a little bit of pace as well. This is Preston Rego. An offside given on Lloyd Cardozo. Wins the free kick. Lloyd Cardozo coming back from the offside position. This is Melvin Lobo to take this free kick. Melvin Lobo's ball forward. This is Panduran Gons. This is Krishna Vasudev Kawas. Down the left hand side. Valmiki Miranda. Akash Sanadi. Akash moving forward. This is a chance. This is Pandurang in the box. That's a good ball in, but very well defended again by Calangute Association. As this has gone out for a corner for Panjim Footballers. corner taken. This is Kwame Jr. now, well defended by Calangute Association. This is Akram Yadwad. Akram plays it back to Preston Rego. This is Valmiki Miranda. Jija does well in that right back position. Krishna plays it back to Xavier Rubello. This is Panduran Gons on the left hand side. Panduran's ball in is headed in the box by Nixon Castagna. Akash Sanadi shielding off the players and does well. This is Lloyd Cardozo. Lloyd Cardozo's shot is not a bad one. This is a chance, but Krishnanath getting there ahead of Panduran Gons, but this was quite a dangerous situation for Calangute Association. This is a chance now, and Panjim Footballers will rule that missed chance with Paramveer really squandering that opportunity. He really needs to learn that, because we've seen him do it multiple times when Paramveer Singh just saves that and places it on a platter for his opponents. We've seen him dive over the ball as well quite a few times. This is Siddhant Shirodkar now trying to outpace Janio Fernandez, and he does. Beautiful play from Siddhant Shirodkar yet again, but Kwame Jr. not quite getting in there. But again, fantastic play from Siddhant Shirodkar, completely bamboozling Janio Fernandez. This is Valmiki Miranda. Rohan Kamble. Kwame fouled by Akram Yadwad. A free kick for Calangute Association. This is Nixon Castagna. Nixon to take this free kick. Will he go for goal? He does go for goal, but very ambitious effort from Nixon Castagna. Goes into the stands. And Panjim Kundaiker cannot get that under control as Jujar had rocketed that throw in into Pandurangons, and quite clearly a handball by Krishna. This is Jujar Terang. Dominic Fernandez now standing over the ball along with Kundaiker. It'll be interesting to see who takes this free kick. Dominic calls it in, straight into the hands of Preston Rego. Preston puts it forward, but a poor ball forward. This is Dominic. Kundaiker now on his left foot crosses it in, looking for Kwame Jr., who ends up fouling Janio Fernandez. This is on the cusp of half time now. 3 minutes of added on time shown by the referee. Can Panjim Footballers go into the break on level terms in the next 3 minutes? This is Lloyd Cardozo, the goal scorer. Does well again, Lloyd Cardozo. Skipping and huffing and puffing, but still does so well to get that cross in, Lloyd Cardozo. And you can see his teammates applauding that effort. So calm on the ball, Lloyd Cardozo. The corner quickly taken. This is Lloyd again. Akash Sanadi with some space in the box. Goes forward, puts the cross in. Deflected out. This is Lloyd again. Wins the throw in. Pandurang has stayed on the ground as Dominic has gone on to clear the ball. This is Krishna. Valmiki Miranda. Melvin Lobo getting the ball cleared. This is a beautiful ball forward again from Chaitan Dabolkar, and Shirotkar this time is on the ground as the tackle came in from Janio Fernandez. We'll see again, but he got some of the ball, Janio Fernandez, but just catching his ankle there. May have just twisted it a little as he was falling on the ground, and we can only hope that Shirotkar stays on the ground and the injury isn't too serious, because he's been absolutely brilliant and he deserves a chance at that hat-trick. What a second half we have on our hands, with Panjim Footballers pulling one goal back against Calangute Association after Calangute going ahead thanks to that man Siddhant Shirotkar scoring a brace within the first 10 minutes of the game. This is Nixon Castagna. Beautifully called in corner, but too much on that in the end. Hits the top netting of Preston Rego's goal. Preston will look to release it quickly. Preston's ball forward. And headed out for another goal kick by Preston. Calangute will be happy to go into this half-time break leading Panjim Footballers, but they won't be happy with the nature of the goal they conceded, and because it came quite against the run of play, and it didn't look like Panjim Footballers have a route back into the match. as Kundaikar puts this ball in, and Shirodkar tries to meet it, attacking the ball, but Janio does well, doing enough to disturb Shirodkar as this ball comes in, and the referee's whistle has come at a good time for Panjim Footballers, because they will be looking to come out and do it all over again, as they have to turn it around against a very impressive Calangute Association side, who may have conceded that goal but have always looked like scoring more goals against the youthful Panjim Footballers side. As the referees go into the dugout, a lot of questions which need to be answered in the second half. Can Siddhant Shirodkar get his hat-trick? Can Panjim Footballers turn this around? And can Calangute Association march towards the top 4, as the half-time score is Calangute Association 2, Panjim Footballers 1. We're back for the second half in what could be a very exciting one, because Panjim Footballers, having pulled one goal back against Calangute Association, they'll be looking to get that equalizer, as we see a beautiful shot in the background of the Duler Stadium, which has been host to 58 matches in this year's Selvel Goa Professional League, and we've almost come towards the end of this year's Goa Professional League, which has been conducted with such professionalism by the Goa Football Association. Prasad Sirlakar will look to get things started in this half, and Siddhant Shirotkar will start proceedings off, and this is Shirotkar again. Rohan Kamble, Kundaikar. This is Nixon Castagna. Rohan Kamble plays it back to Melvin Lobo. We saw that Panjim Footballers can strike out of nowhere, but can lightning strike twice? Quite against the run of play, Panjim Footballers got that goal back, but like I said, it's been a very impressive performance so far from Calangute Association, but this game is not over, and they will be looking to put this across Panjim Footballers once and for all, because otherwise these young boys will feel, and they've always got a chance to come back into this game. And this is Lloyd Cardozo. He's a quality young man, holding up play. Xavier's ball forward, easily intercepted by Krishnanath. This is Dominic Nixon Castagna. Does well in that situation, gives the foul away. Rohan Kamble. Liston Cardozo doing well in that situation. This is Chanya Fernandez to Liston. Liston's ball forward, and the volley comes in. What has happened there? Panduran Gons has volleyed Panjim Footballers right back into this game within the first 2 minutes of the second half. Even I am shell-shocked as to what I just saw. Straight from that volley, Panduran Gons connects it, but that is very poor goalkeeping from Paramveer Singh. We know his weaknesses. He probably should have better footwork there, but all due credit to Panduran Gons to keep that on target, hitting the bottom corner, doesn't let the ball bounce. It's a good volley, and you can see the frustration in Rohan Kamble, because he expects Paramveer Singh to do much better than that. But like I said, football can be very, very funny at times, and not for the first time in this year's league. We've seen a team come back from 2 goals down, and yet again, quite against the run of play, Calangute Association looked so comfortable all throughout. They're never short of goals, but they're always somehow leaking at the back. I did praise Paramveer Singh at the beginning of this game, but it's been a shoddy performance from that man. What can this do to the confidence of Calangute Association and Panjim Footballers, on the other hand, will be on the rise, and what looked like a comfortable afternoon for Valentine Azuego has turned out to be very, very interesting. What a turnaround this has been. Pandiran Gons with some good skill there. And the confirmation of the substitution also coming in with Daryl Costa coming in place of Chaitan Dabolkar. This is Krishnanath Shirodkar putting it out for a throw-in. We did say that Paramveer Singh instills confidence in this defense of Calangute Association, but right now he'll be doing well to regain his own confidence. This is Lloyd Cardozo. Fails to keep that in. And it's gone out for a goal kick. What a turnaround this has been. This is Nixon Castagna. Melvin Lobo. Melvin's ball forward. Looking for Kwame, but slightly overcooked. Suddenly Panjim Footballers look like a side which has been transformed in the second half. This is Krishnanath's ball forward. Kwame puts it forward, but a foul given against Kwame. He did get the ball ahead, but not too sure if he caught the man ahead of that. Kwame quite frustrated in that situation. We'll see what happened. Can't quite get it from this angle. But it's Xavier Rebello who's on the ground. Akram Yadwad leaves the ball for Preston Rego, the captain, to take this free kick. Preston's ball forward, handed on by Krishna, picked up by Nixon. Given away yet again. Cyril picks it up. This is Akash Sanadi. Some clumsy play from Calangute Association, allowing Panjim Footballers to move forward. Liston's cross in is not a bad one. Jijar Terang towards the danger. Lloyd Cardozo with some good skill, and this is Lloyd Cardozo. Melvin Lobo does well to shield off Lloyd Cardozo. Shouts of penalty, but the referee waves it away. This is Jijar Terang now. Jijar Terang moving forward. This is Kwame Jr. Rohan Kamle. Jijar puts it forward for Daryl Costa, chasing it, but Xavier will do well to shield it off. Just being warned there, Daryl Costa, by Prasad Sirlakar. Preston Rego charged at the referee, thought he should have received a yellow card. Preston Rego will take this free kick. Well, it's been a game of two strikers, two young strikers, Lloyd Cardozo and Siddhant Shirodkar. Been both very impressive, as we see some skill from Thomas Alvarez chesting the ball down on the sidelines. Xavier Rebello. This is Lloyd Cardozo. Valmiki Miranda. Liston Cardozo. Liston's ball forward is not a bad one, as Lloyd Cardozo meets it but cannot keep it on target. At this point of time, anything on target seems like a worry for Paramveer Singh. Headed on, Akash Sanadi with the control but loses out eventually. This is Rohan Kamble. Nixon Castagna plays it back to Melvin Lobo. Melvin plays it back to Paramveer. This is Jijjar. Does well against Pendurang. This is Rohan Kamble. Shifts it wide to Kundaikar. We haven't seen much of him in the second half, but it's not an easy man to get through. Liston Cardozo doing well yet again in a one-on-one situation. He's probably learned his lesson from the first half, but that's the ball he's taken, and the referee allows play to continue, as this is Kundaikar and Rohan Kamble has stayed on the ground. Nixon blocking that attempted ball forward from Liston. Akash finds this is Lloyd Cardozo. Nixon slides in and gives the foul away. Not very happy with that decision from the referee. We'll see again. He did get the ball, but he did catch the man before that. This is Dominic Fernandez. Things are heating up here in the middle. Dominic's ball looking for Siddhant Shirodkar, not quite getting through. This is Janio Fernandez. Akash Sanadi. A push there from Krishnanath. However, Panjim retained possession. This is Liston. Valmiki Miranda. Just a heavy touch, allowing Kundaikar to steal it from him. This is Siddharth Kundaikar. Now this is Shirodkar. Siddhant Shirodkar, and that is the third goal from Siddharth Kundaikar. What a goal, what a finish. Brilliant play from the two, Siddharth Kundaikar and Siddhant Shirodkar, combining. And what a game this has been for Shirodkar, as he lays it back beautifully for Kundaikar, and look at that for a finish on his favourite left foot. Just look at this for a finish. This is outstanding from Siddharth Kundaikar. Beautiful technique, and this will give you a better shot. Shirodkar with the run, and has a look up and lays it back for Kundaikar, and look at that technique. Absolutely beautiful from Siddharth Kundaikar. Leaves no chance for Preston Rego to get on the end of it and make a save. Calangute Association once again in the lead, but this time, can they hold on to it? It is Calangute 3, Panjim Footballers 2. Panjim Footballers have to come back yet again. But what a game this has been, as Jijjar Tarang has received a yellow card from the referee. This is Dominic Fernandez. Dal Costa with a heavy touch. This is Akram Yadwad. Preston Rego will come out and clear that. Pendurang Gons will be taken off, and Joyson Gonkar will be the man to make his way into the field. Joyson will be looking to have a positive impact on this game. However, Calangute cannot rest on their laurels right now, because they know Panjim Footballers can come back anytime. This is Joyson with his first touch, is not a bad one. Spreads it out to Lloyd Cardozo. He does well to get past one, gets past two, puts in the cross. Joyson Gonkar! Deflected onto the post, and then the second effort straight into the hands of Paramveer Singh. It's all happening here at the Duler Stadium. We promised an entertaining encounter. Nixon Castagna deflects it onto the post. Then Krishna Vasudev Kavas with the header straight into the hands of Paramveer. Panjim footballers are not lying down quietly here, and they will be looking to get back into this match as Kundaikar has remained on the ground. What a game this is turning out to be. It's Calangute Association 3, Panjim Footballers 2. We've seen some absolute thrillers in this year's league, and this cannot be far from them, and we predicted this, didn't we? Two very attacking teams, likes to play attacking football. And I have a feeling there's one more goal in this game, as that man on your screen will be a happy man at the moment, but he'll be a concerned man as well, because his team have leaked goals at the back. However, they've always ended up scoring. They have goals in them, Calangute Association. Siddharth Kundaikar will not get a chance again in this match, as he's taken off and doesn't want to risk that injury of his. As they have another big match left against Selvel Football Club, Calangute Association. A beautiful ball played forward. This is Kwame Jr. Kwame Jr. What a save that is from Preston Rego. And you can see the frustration from Dominic Fernandez, who expected Kwame to do much better than that. He turns well, and then Siddhant Shirodkar, it should have been laid off to Siddhant Shirodkar for his hat-trick. That could have been a hat-trick for Siddhant Shirodkar, but doesn't happen because Kwame Jr. goes for personal glory and doesn't quite work out. This game has completely stepped into a new gear. This is Valmiki Miranda. This is Joyson Gonkar. Puts it forward. This is Lloyd Cardozo, but Paramveer this time coming forward and clearing the danger. This was another dangerous ball forward. Liston Cardozo throwing it to Akash Sanadi. There's Runal Shirodkar now. This is Liston playing it to Akram Yadwad. Akram's ball forward is not a bad one. This is Cyril Dice. Cyril's ball in has been intercepted by Melvin Lobo. This is now Runal, who has given the ball away. This is Akash Sanadi stepping away. Good skill from Akash. Valmiki Miranda. Not the greatest ball, but stolen again from Krishna. Akash with the shot. This time Paramveer will hold on to it. Long ball from Paramveer has been easily dealt with by Janio. Daryl Costa going up against Xavier Rebello for the header. Wins the throw-in, Daryl Costa. G-Jar moving forward to take this throw-in for Calangute Association. A free kick given against Rohan Kamble there. This is Preston Rego. Jija does well to give away the throw before it could get to Lloyd Cardozo, who's been absolutely brilliant as well. Lloyd Cardozo, he's held up play beautifully. He scored that goal which ushered the comeback for Panjim Footballers, and he has to do it all over again because Calangute Association have taken the lead with Siddharth Kundaikar providing an immaculate finish of Shirodkar's cross from the left hand side. Akram's ball forward, an acrobatic header from Jija Terang. This is Kwame Jr. Lays it off to Daryl. This is Siddharth Shirodkar. What a heroic save that is from Preston Rego. It doesn't matter where you save it from as long as you save it. But look at this. Good football all round. Kwame Jr. lays it up to Daryl Costa with a beautiful first time ball, and Siddharth couldn't do much better, but what a save that is from Preston Rego. Absolutely magnificent football all round. What a save that is from Preston Rego. He saved it with his face, but they say that it doesn't matter where you save it from as a goalkeeper as long as you keep them out. And this is brilliant play from Calangute Association. The only way that could have been stopped is Preston Rego's heroics, and you can see that Siddharth Shirodkar cannot believe that he's not got his hat-trick yet. Siddharth Shirodkar also receiving some treatment as Janio Fernandez helps him out. He's not happy with himself that he didn't finish it, but he couldn't do much more in that situation. That was a brilliant save from Preston Rego. But he's been a man in form, and he will be looking to get back on the field yet again as Preston Rego gets back onto his feet. And we are all set to start off yet again as Siddharth receives some treatment outside the field. This is Valmiki Miranda. It's a great ball forward for Joyson. Joyson does well. Still going Joyson, running into a crowd, somehow managing to bulldoze his way past, but not managing that. This is Akram Yadwad moving forward. Akram still going Akram, but leaves the ball away. This is Dominic Fernandez. Runal, beautifully played by Dominic. Cyril Dice back to Preston Rego as Siddharth receives more treatment. This is Akash Sanadi now. Akash to Valmiki, plays a quick 1-2 with Akash. Ball forward is headed forward by Krishnanath. This is Daryl Costa. Is fouled by Krishna Vasudev Gawas, and Siddharth Shirodkar will not have his opportunity at the hat-trick. That was the last bit of action that we've seen from the young Siddharth, who's had a brilliant game so far. 2 goals and an assist as he limps away towards the bench as Rohan Pednekar takes his place up front for Calangute Association. What an effort this has been from that young lad. This is Kwame Jr. This is Daryl Costa. Still Daryl. Kwame probably should have taken it this time around, but didn't want to get the irate from his fellow teammates because he didn't do it the two previous times, but probably should have done that time, as he puts that pressure on Daryl Costa with that shot. This is Kwame again. He's had a good game. He's not had the best game in terms of finishing, but you've got to give it to him for his hold-up play. He creates enough space for the players around him, holds off play, shields off defenders. He's a strong customer. Liston's throw. It's a Cyril Dice. And Melvin will win the throw-in. Nixon Castagna will take this throw-in as we head to the last 20 minutes of this game, with Calangute Association still leading 3-2. Krishnanath Shirodkar with the header. As we see Runal moving forward and operating on the left hand side today for Calangute. This is Daryl Costa. Nixon. Daryl to Nixon again. Runal. This is good intricate play. This is Daryl. Leaves it for Kwame. Kwame trying to thread it through for Runal, and quite frustrating. He looks for that handball. She doesn't get. Krishnanath has been stripped off the ball. Lloyd couldn't keep it in control. This is Dominic Fernandez. Rohan Pednekar. No foul given. This is Akash Sanadi. Akash does well to retain possession for Panjim. Xavier with the ball forward. No one really there bothering Melvin Lobo and Krishnanath, who heads it back safely to Paramveer Singh. Paramveer's ball forward, the obvious choice of Kwame Jr., but it is Runal who tries to flick it on, and Daryl Costa trying to get it off Liston. Liston gets himself into trouble and gives away the throw-in. Not happy with his right back Janio Fernandez for ushering unnecessary pressure on him. This is Kwame versus Janio. Kwame's ball in, and Rohan's header will be straight into the hands of Preston Rego. Preston hooks it forward. Krishnanath's header. This is Dominic Fernandez. Cyril Dice misses that. This is Runal. Kwame. Daryl Costa plays it forward for Rohan Pednekar. Plays it back Rohan Terang. Kwame Jr. does enough there, Janio Fernandez. This is still Rohan Pednekar. Daryl Costa puts it back, but the left-footed shot from Rohan Kamble goes way over the bar. We know that he's got those long-range shots, but on his weak foot this time doesn't get all of it. This is Valmiki Miranda's ball forward. He's given an offside against Lloyd Cardozo. We'll see what happened there. It looked very close. Very, very close, in fact. At first glance, it didn't look like an offside, but the referee had the better angle over there. This is Krishnanath who puts it up. Obvious target of Kwame Jr. This is Daryl Costa. Rohan Pednekar operating on the right wing. Rohan Pednekar as Daryl Costa shifts back into the central striker position in place of Siddhant Shirodkar. This is Daryl, cuts in, just couldn't get it through as Dominic Fernandez was barging forward. This is Jijar Terang moving forward to take this throw in. Jijar with the throw in. And another foul throw given by Jijar Terang. Or is it? There's been a no, it's not, because it's a foul against Kwame Jr. as his trailing hand caught Akram on the face. This is Valmiki Miranda now. Spreads it out wide to Liston. Valmiki. Lloyd Cardozo. Good skill. Retains possession. This is Akash. Akash's ball forward is not a great one. This is Melvin Lobo. Dominic Fernandez yet again. Puts it forward. Good ball forward for Rohan Pednekar. Kwame plays it quickly. Jijar Terang. And a foul given against Jijar as Akram wins the foul. You'll see his hands coming, and that quite rightly so. Referee gives away a foul in favour of Panjim Footballers. This is Preston Rego. We're into the last quarter of the game. Preston. Ball forward. Jijar puts it out. It's still in play. Krishnath with the header. Krishnath loses out. This is Lloyd Cardozo. This is Cyril Dice, gets ahead. Joyce and Konkar fouled by Jijar Terang, and he'll get the yellow card there. Jijar Terang. And Melvin Lobo goes straight into the face of the referee, Melvin Lobo, and that's a red card for Jijar Terang, is it? Has Jijar Terang got a second yellow card and a red card? If he's got this red card, and he has received the second yellow card, and Jijar Terang has been sent off for Calangute Association, not for the first time this season. If my memory serves me well, this is exactly when Jijar Terang was sent off against FC Goa, leading 1-0. And he's been sent off exactly around the same time against Panjim Footballers, with Calangute leading 3-2. And within the next 10 minutes of Jijar getting a red card, FC Goa, with Aaron De Silva scoring 2 goals in a span of 10 minutes to turn that around. Will this be the same thing around here for Panjim Footballers? Panjim Footballers will be was looking rather for a route back into this game, and they've been awarded with Jijar Terang being sent off for the second time this season. Calangute Association have a job on their hands going into the last 10 minutes plus additional time, as we see the sun hiding behind the clouds. Jijar Terang will have to hide his face if Panjim Footballers do turn this around. He's not learnt his lessons, Jijar Terang. Calangute Association have a job on their hands, and this is a free kick in a good position, and this could be adding salt to injury if they can get this free kick up and over the wall and into that goal of Paramveer Singh and test him. This is a very, very, very cruel time for Calangute Association, and they will get a taste of their own medicine if Panjim Footballers can score this free kick. Lloyd Cardozo, the game he's been having, you fancy his chances with this free kick. Can he get it on? Pressure on Lloyd Cardozo. He takes a good free kick, but just over the bar, and Paramveer Singh will be a relieved man as we head into the last 10 minutes of this game, with Calangute Association leading Panjim Footballers 3 goals to 2. A foul given by Joyson Gonkar was ended up fouling, and he has a wry smile on his face. The referee has given the foul against Joyson on Krishnanath, and he stayed on the ground, Krishnanath Shirodkar. Calangute have to end this game with 10 men, not for the first time, and that was a bad fall there for Krishnanath Shirodkar on his back. He'll be a happy man right now, but he'll be concerned as well, because his team has to deal with this last 9 minutes of the game with 10 men, as this ball has been spread out by Dominic Fernandez. This is Nixon's ball forward. Does well there, Rohan Kamble. This is out there, Preston Rego almost losing out to Daryl Costa there, and does well and puts it out wide. This is Cyril Dice. Valmiki Miranda, Akash Sanadi, Xavier Rebello, Krishna Vasudev Kavas, now Akash Sanadi. Akash's ball forward, headed on by Krishnanath. Runal heads it, but straight to a player, and that's a shot taken by Panjim Footballers, but straight into the hands of Paramveer Singh. We'll hook it forward. Janio heads it on for Liston. This is Valmiki Miranda. Nixon Castania's flick on. Krishna leaves it out, takes the throw in quickly. Xavier Rebello, Lloyd Cardozo, back to Xavier. This is Akash. Valmiki Miranda. Ronald with the interception sets Kwame on chase against Janio Fernandez, who's been powered off the ball by Kwame Jr. This is Kwame. Can he close this match? Holds up beautifully. Doesn't get the pass right to Rohan Kamble. Daryl picks it up. This is Nixon Castania with an ambitious effort. And Cyril Dice is being taken off for Chandan Gawas. Fresh legs on for Panjim Footballers, and Chandan Gawas, we know what he's capable of. A skillful and pacey right midfielder. He'll be looking to take advantage of that space which Jijar Terang has left behind. This is Liston. Daryl gives away the throw-in. A quickly taken throw-in. This is Joyson. Joyson's ball in. No one attacking the box. This is Rohan Pednekar. Leaves the ball out for a throw-in for Calangute Association. Nixon will be taking this. This is Nixon Castania's throw-in. And And this is how they look to manage this game in the last 5 minutes. As Nixon Castagna looks to take this throw in. This is Kwame, heads it to Rohan Kamle. Cleared on by Xavier Rebello. This is Runal shifting into that left back position. Leaves that ball out for a throw in. Runal with the throw in. Goes over Daryl Costa. This is Liston. Janio. Liston again. Liston's ball forward. Melvin knees the ball out literally. This is Joyson Gonkar. Lloyd Cardozo tries to put Joyson Gonkar through. Janio with the header. This is Akash Sanadi. Loses out to Dominic Fernandez. Kwame Jr. retains possession for Calangute, with Rohan Pednekar with the heavy touch. This is Krishna Vasudev Gavas again. Akram giving the ball away. This is Dominic Fernandez. The beautiful ball forward, and Preston Rego will collect that on top of his box. Valmiki Miranda. This is fast-paced stuff right now at the Duler Stadium, but it's clumsy stuff as well. This is Chandan Gavas. Lot of mistakes happening from players. There you see again, somehow getting possession there. Calangute Association. Rohan Kamle with the ball forward. Kwame's chest intercepted by Akram Yadwad. This is Joyson. Joyson's ball forward is not a bad one. This is Krishna, but very well defended by Nixon Castagna and Krishnanath, showing a sudden burst of pace to get there ahead after that slightly heavy touch from Krishna Vasudev Gavas. Paramvir's ball will be looking for Kwame. He flicks it on, but no one in attendance to catch that flick on from Kwame. This is Janio. Valmiki Miranda. We've seen Akram Yadwad before go forward, and as the referee has blown his whistle for an offside on Lloyd Cardozo, and it was a very close one. Paramveer Singh with the long kick. Kwame Jr. The ball dwindling in the aerial route. This is Akram Yadwad now. Puts the ball forward, looking for Joyson Gonkar, but Krishnanath will head it out. As the substitution is being made, Lokesh Kumar Talwar coming in place of Valmiki Miranda. An attacking change made by Thomas Alvarez. The last throw of the dice from Tommy Alvarez. Can Lokesh Kumar Talwar show some spark when Panjim Footballers trying to get back into this match? This is Daryl Costa now up against Liston. Liston is not an easy man to beat on pace, as Daryl Costa finds out on that occasion. This is Akram Yadwad taking his time. Lloyd cannot get that, and you can see that frustration on Lloyd's face. This is Kwame Jr. now up against one-on-one, takes the shot. Not the greatest of finishes. He slowed things down, but Akram Yadwad has been a disappointing effort from him. He's always taking that extra second on the ball, which is allowed the likes of Kwame Jr. and Shirodkar to close in. And this is Chandan Gawas with the shot, but a feeble effort in the end. Paramveer with an easy catch. As Kwame Jr. this time has gone onto the ground, as the stretchers comes out to carry Kwame. As 5 minutes of additional time will be shown by the assistant referee, and there you see the confirmation of the additional time. 5 minutes shown by Sunil Nanotkar. As Kwame Jr. walks off the field, he will be back as he ushers the stretcher boys that he doesn't need the stretcher to go out. Prasad Sarlakar just leaving the ball for Paramveer Singh, who will hook it forward. No one in attendance in the attack for Calangute Association right now. Almost everyone back. Anywhere will do for Calangute Association at the moment. Nixon Castagna with the clearance. Believe it or not, Calangute with this win, they will be equal on points with Selgaonkar Football Club and Dempo Sports Club. That is a very interesting fact. It just goes to show what could have been for Calangute Association, because they've just leaked in those goals at the back. Otherwise, they've been a real team to contend with. They lost to Minnows Youth Club of Manora. They lost some points against Velsau Sports and Cultural Club. It's really the smaller teams which have done damage to their title hopes. They've been really at it, Calangute Association, this time around. But yes, Kwame Jr. trying to hold up play as much as he can, and doesn't win the corner kick. Quickly taken goal kick by Preston Rego. This is Liston Cardozo moving forward. Liston's ball forward is not a bad one. This is Chandan Gawas. Tries to keep it in. Chandan, just not enough from Chandan to keep it in, as the ball rolls out for a goal kick for Paramveer Singh. Paramveer will look to hook this up as long as possible. As this ball comes in, Daryl with the attempted flick on for Kwame, doesn't quite come off. This is Liston. Choisin Gonkar with a good ball forward. Akash Sanadi. This is Chandan Gawas being chased down by Melvin Lobo. Akash being pressed by Rohan Kamble. Does well, ever so well, Akash Sanadi, but powered off the ball by Melvin Lobo. But straight to Joyson. This is Joyson Gonkar, but his attempted pass to Chandan Gawas goes out for a throw-in. As a very heavily strapped left knee, Joyson Gonkar. This is Ronald's throw-in. Joyson just tying his laces as we wait for the throw-in to be taken. Ronald to take this throw-in for Calangute Association. Barely a minute to play now for Calangute Association. This is Daryl Costa again, getting ahead of Liston. Is this the moment when they seal it? Daryl Costa, but Liston gets there ahead, and Preston Rego will keep it. There's that burst of pace again from Liston Cardozo, just flicking it back before Daryl Costa could get a clear shot at goal. This is Lloyd Cardozo. The header comes in from Krishnanath. Krishnanath with the header. Dominic Fernandez trying to move forward. Xavier Rebello's ball forward. This is clumsy football all round. This is Liston now. Is this the last attack from Panjim Footballers, given away by Liston? This is Daryl Costa now, stripped off the ball, but he gets it back again. This is Rohan Kamle's ball forward, Kwame Jr., and he should take the stuffing out of Panjim Footballers. This is Rohan Kamle. Kwame holds up play beautifully. This is Akram Yadwad launching the last attack, and Prasad Sirlakar allows the bounce to happen for Panjim Footballers. This is Joyson Gonkar, plays it to Akash Sanadi. Akash's ball forward, headed comfortably by Krishnanath, and that is the final whistle from Prasad Sirlakar. At the end of this game, which has been an absolute thriller between two attacking sides, Calangute Association come out trumps with goals from Siddharth Shirodkar and Siddharth Kundaikar in what seemed to be a very, very entertaining encounter. Valentine Azuego will head over to his counterpart Tommy Alvarez, shaking hands, but a good fight there from the young boys of Panjim Footballers, and Preston Rego has really kept them into the game till the last moment, pulling off some outstanding miraculous saves, especially the one from Siddhant Shirodkar, which prevented him from getting the hat-trick as Kwame Jr. walks off the field, and Calangute Association will head towards the top four with 17 points as the referees head back to the dugout after having a good game, having officiated it almost to perfection. The full-time score from the Duler Stadium, it is Calangute Association 3, Panjim Footballers 2. On to what could be a major title shift in tomorrow's match. The Flaming Orange go up against the Golden Eagles. It is Sporting Club de Goa versus Tempo Sports Club, with the winning team getting ahead in the title race. It is now or never for Sporting Club de Goa and Tempo Sports Club. If Sporting Club de Goa can get it across Tempo Sports Club tomorrow, they will end Tempo's hopes of the title and take one step, a big step forward towards the Selvel Goa Professional League title.